afternoon. Oh, what a great day it is as we honor the memory, the man, and the movement of Dr. Martin Luther King. That is why we are gathered here today. And I want to thank Reverend Al for keeping the flame glowing as high as Dr. King would have wanted, keeping that movement moving through generations and generations. And today we continue to pass the torch on to the next generation to keep the dream of Dr. King alive, and that's what today is all about. And so, my reflections of Dr. King, and this is going to tell you how old I really am. I wrote a book report about his life as a child growing up in a very strong social justice Catholic family where we spent a lot of time going to Dr. King's marches that were spreading all across places, even like Buffalo, New York, while he was still alive. And the night that we got word that he had been gunned down, my family gathered and we held hands and we prayed for what was happening to our country. And that was just a precursor of a very dark time in our history. Months later, we lost Bobby Kennedy. Then we had riots in the streets. We had a lot of injustice, and we had a Vietnam War going on. This is all going on as my childhood was opening up my eyes to what the injustices in this world. And I remember the words of Dr. King, that every single day you must wake up and say, what am I doing for others? And that's what drew me to public service. That's why we're here today. That's why we're here with other outstanding elected officials, like our great majority leader in the U.S., not the New York, but the New York State Senate, the United States Senate, and that is the one and only Chuck Schumer, who you'll be hearing from shortly. Chuck Schumer is here. And our Congress member, Carolyn Maloney and Adriano Espaillat, great leaders who I serve with in Congress, incredible individuals. And our speaker, brand new speaker, a female speaker, Adrienne Adams, you're going to be hearing from her as well as some of our district attorneys and others who've joined us here today. We come together to join with clergy and community to say, this is our moment. This is how we'll be judged generations from now, how we respond to the call to continue the fight for justice. And that is why on December 23rd, one of the bills I was so proud to sign into law declared that racism is a public health crisis today. Because the war is not over, the battle is not over. The march must go on toward justice, because we are not there yet, my friends. Dr. King would say we are not to the top of the mountain just yet. And one of the issues that we must galvanize behind is recognizing that, yes, we've come through a difficult time with this virus known as COVID, but there's an insidious virus that's attacking our very core of our democracy, and that's known as voter suppression. We must link arms together to fight against what's going on, not in our state, thank God, but all across America. While evil forces are trying to stop black and brown people from exercising a right that Dr. King fought for as well. And we won't let that happen. We're going to continue fighting, marching, making sure that our leaders in Washington respond, even those who are not with us now. We need them to turn their hearts and do what is right. And also at our state level, I am not going to continue as governor without focusing on the issues that matter, like making sure people have housing over their heads, a great education for our children to lift them out of their circumstances, quality health care, which we saw happen during this pandemic, the disparity and why so many more black and brown individuals died of COVID, because they were denied quality access to health care. And why more mothers-to-be are being lost in childbirth. Black mothers are losing their lives because they're getting inferior health care. These are the issues of our time. And I'm committed, in the name of Dr. Martin Luther King, to carry on what I can do in our state government, work with my partners in government, our partners at all levels, from Washington down to the local level. We will continue to march forward until we get to the mountaintop, because we're not there yet, my friends. So start packing up your backpack, put on your hiking boots, because we're going to the mountaintop together. Thank you very much.